What's up, Panda Gang? Welcome into Victoria Age of Steam. We're playing 8 civs on a dual map. This means everyone's going to have to go tall, and not just tall, but very tall. What I like about this is that every city needs to have its own character, its own personality, to really be successful in the end game. So let's jump right into this. And here we go. We are jumping into the game. Started on some citrus. I don't know if I want to start there. If I go to the east, look, we've got some fresh water by the river, but we could go to a coast. And as England, I think I want to go to the coast. Classic stuff. We can get a good dock down here. Look at this, 2 crabs. I like that. That's going to give us better adjacency bonus on that special dock that we have. Speaking of, let's take a look at what our special things are here. We've got the Royal Navy Dockyard. This means that any naval unit built here is going to get more movement. There's no movement penalty when you embark using the dock, so that's a little bit more helpful for all your units. I'm also seeing down here 2 gold and 2 loyalty per turn if on a foreign continent. Guys, we're on a dual map. There's only 1 continent, so that's irrelevant. Unique unit, we got the Sea Dog. This replaces the Privateer. Okay, so we got to prioritize culture here if we want to use this. But then the main things with Victoria Age of Steam, what I'm most excited for is this Age of Steam 10% production boost in all cities for every industrial zone building in that city. So there's 3 of those, right? We got workshop, factory, power plant, whatever ones those happen to be. If you get all 3 of those plus 30% production, that's a massive, massive boost. On top of that, 2 more production for all your strategic resources that you find. That's a nice cherry on top. And then we got some of the usual, I believe these are the usual English boosts here. Iron and coal mines, 2 more resource per turn. 100% production towards military engineers, get those railroads going, and those engineers get 2 more charges. Now, also buildings that get additional yields with power, so that's all those late game ones like Broadcast Center, Research Lab, Stock Market. You get an extra 4 of those yields once it's powered. You also get 20% more production towards industrial zone buildings, which is great for that Age of Steam. And the harbor building gives you a little bit more strategic resource stockpile. Oh, look at this. So we found a goodie hut. I like that. Go next turn, and we'll grab that goodie hut as we can. The settler, we're going to settle you down right here on the wheat. Got that sailing because it's on the coast. Now I'm going to start out and get ourselves a slinger. Okay. Now because since it's 8 civs dual map, things are going to be very squished here. Okay. So we got to be able to defend ourselves first and foremost. Also, apologies, I forgot to mention we're playing on Deity, Standard Speed. I can't think of any special game modes that's going on other than Loyal Capitals, because when you have these squished maps, I don't like it when like someone's entire empire is destroyed by loyalty, especially their first city. It's just ridiculous. All other cities, though, do act as normal. Oh, also it's a 7 seas map. Now for research, we're going to go for animal husbandry first, because this goes into archery and the archer, okay? Having an archer is super crucial when people start getting aggro with you, and that's why we're going that direction. As for the tile to work, now we could go for this 3 production, 1 food, and honestly, that's the highest yielding thing that we could do, okay? Like, if you did some kind of calculations, that'll give you the most stuff. That said, I need to get to 2 pop as soon as possible to pump out a settler, okay? Settlers are super key at staking out your claim. Hey, we got a free recon unit. That's sweet. Let's send them off to the east. I want to stake out my claim against whatever neighbors I'm up against here as soon as I possibly can. And once I have those east, west, north borders set, I think the south border is pretty much set here. Look, we got coastline. Once I have those set, then I can focus on other parts of the game. Oh, Mexico City, we've met them, and we're the first to meet them. Inspiration for state workforce is what it takes to get an extra envoy out of them. So we'll see if we can improve 3 tiles before we have to go and get that civic anyways. In the meantime, we'll keep on exploring to the west. Nothing just yet to the east. Let's stand on this hill. And we've met Frederick Barbarossa of the Germans. Nice to meet you. We've got a Eureka for writing. That's sweet. And Aachen. Dang, that is pretty close. I'd say maybe like 10 or 12 tiles between me and the German capital. Definitely a bit concerning. That's why we go for the slinger first, guys. It's very important stuff to do there. Let's keep exploring with our scout. I'm going to do a bit of a semicircle action so he comes towards us. So we can sort of see what's up here to the north. It looks like just tundra and nothing too great, but I want to know for sure. Oh, another goodie hat. But who's this Young Lei? Nice to meet you. Honor to meet you. I'd love to find out where you live. And also Young Lei in Beijing, very close. And it looks like he stole my goodie hut. Are you serious? Buddy, that was my goodie hut. Trust. At least here on the west side, it looks like there's some kind of mountain range. Maybe we can hold them behind it. That would be awfully nice. But on the east, I don't see much other than the river separating me and those. Now that's for tiles. And our first ring here, things are not looking that great. We got 1 4 yielder, but it's a 1 food, 3 production, which is kind of rough. But if we go to the second ring, okay, these crabs aren't that great, but we got a 2 2 over here. A grassland hill. We got a 3 1 with the citrus. So Worst case, we got to buy some things out. I'm curious to see what the city wants to go to. Of course, England wants to go and get the crabs. These crabs suck compared to the 2-2 tile, but can't argue with the game for deciding, the city for deciding what tile it wants, can you? Exploring more to the north, and we stumbled onto a barbarian encampment. Very nice. Okay, now hitting next turn now. We've expanded our borders. Great, we've also hit enough gold where I can buy out a tile that I want to use. So, question is, we want to go production, we want to go food. We've already got a lot of production, so let's go hardcore extreme in the other way. Let's get this 2 food, 1 production citrus. And this way we can work 4 yield tiles on both of these, right? But we're even food and we're even on production. 1 more turn for the slinger, and then we'll go for a settler ourselves. Okay, looks like we've pretty much discovered all that is north here. Don't see anything too attractive. And here comes our slinger, good to see. Maybe we should send them off towards this spearman, but it is kind of far away to go fighting and send your guy, especially when I'm trying to get a settler out in just 11 turns, it looks like. Either way, I see a little bit of unsearched land down here to the west and the south. Maybe there's a little bit more, but it looks like it's just a pretty general coast along here. There we go, animal husbandry. We found where the horses live, and wow, there's a couple horses here right by my scout. I think that's where my first city goes, take advantage of those. And we've got another set of horses to the east here in London. Wonderful to see that the borders will grow onto that, because not only is this a 2-2 tile, but if you go look at Victoria Age of Steam, look at this, Age of Steam plus 2 production to all strategic resources, which includes the horse, so it's going to be even better than what you're seeing. Over here with the barbarian, I'm going to try and bait him out a little bit, maybe make a scout or something, because if I go head-to-head right now, I'm losing pretty hard. I need this Code of Laws to get discipline, the plus 5 combat strength, before I really want to get too into that battle there. As for sciences, I'm going to go with irrigation. There is some wheat right next to me, so I can work that. Plantation, okay, that's going to be nice because we've got some citrus right here. We've got some olives right there. That's some luxury resources we can sell. We can make our people happier with that, get better yields, get some loyalty out of it. And what's this? Barbarian encampment spawned right under my nose. Are you serious? All right, looks like we got to send this scout back here to come deal with this. They've already created a scout, which is a little bit scary, especially when this is where we want to put our first city down because there's these 2 horses, right? I think this is the most optimal spot. Let's put attack down right there, city center. This is a Plains Hill, so the actual city itself will be a 2-2 tile, unlike this one. See, it's a 2 and a 1. And next to that, we've got the horses, which is obviously sweet, and the city will be big enough to grow to get another horses also. Not to mention, be on this lake here. Now, lakes, you know, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but maybe it'll open up to a sea with a canal somewhere in the future. Anyways, this warrior is coming back. We don't need to deal with this encampment all the way out here. It's not my problem. The Chinese can try and deal with that. What I need to deal with is getting this barb situation dealt with. Luckily, Spearman got a little bit carried away there, left his post, gave me 30 gold and 3 arrow score, and now let's start fighting, beating that guy down just like that. Gonna put my scout next. Actually, no, scout is not going next door because we don't have flanking bonuses yet. Flanking bonuses you get with military tradition like this, flanking and support bonuses. Pretty much that means if your guys are next to each other, each of them is going to get like a 3 combat strength boost, which is obviously pretty nice to have. So we don't have that yet, so I'll keep them a little bit further away, but nearby so that if the spearman goes to fight him, my slingers are right there to help out. Although Slinger took a big beating there, they're going to have to back off. Scout, you two are in a wee bit of trouble here, aren't you, mate? Let's have you back off to the, have you retreat to the woods. I'll give you a little bit better strength against the barbarian scout. And then our slingers just got to retreat, man. Just got to retreat. Takes another shot like that from the spearman. It is going to be dead. We don't want that. What is this? To aid city-states is to invite death. Buddy, I would never aid a city-state. Not with you as my neighbor. Let's take a look at what he thinks of me. Look at that, plus 12 because I'm staying away from city-states. Enough, at least. And -4 for an unknown reason, which is AKA like you're playing against the computer. It's pissed. Pretty much as much reasoning as it does. Let's see how this goes. Okay, our scouts won that head-to-head. We've got Code of Laws finally. We can pop in Discipline. I'm gonna get God King too to get a decent Pantheon. Don't want to have to wait too long to get that. And maybe we can actually finish off the enemy right here. Now, I would like to save it for the Slinger, but the Slinger's kind of low, man. I don't have time to mess around. So let's finish him off with the Warrior. Let everyone heal up a little bit. Luckily, the Barb camp's actually gone. The only one that's left is this one over to the west, the northwest. But we should have a clear route for our settler to come out here and put a settle down on this Plains Hill like we wanted. As for the next Civic, we're going foreign trade into early Empire. This means we can try and still get that boost for craftsmanship after we get out a builder. That'll give us another one of those envoys. And the thing is, trying to get this Discover a Second Continent on a dual map is impossible because dual maps only have a singular continent, man. Some very exciting turns where we hit next turn and our guys increase their health by 10. We got pottery though. Granary is unlocked. Let's go next. Yeah, right into irrigation. I want to get a builder out, get the citrus, get wheats. Look at that, we got some guys back to full health. We'll start sending them off towards the west side. Deal with some barbarians. We can keep an eye on what the Chinese are up to. All fun stuff. Sending my settler off towards that spot. And I think next will be a second settler. There we go. This guy I think I'll send to the west, but we just got to see what exists down there. Okay, we got this warrior that's probably going to come right across the river next turn. Look at this, a delegation from the Germans that want to be my friend? Oh, look at that. Warrior didn't come across the river. It just sat on the other side. We're going to be able to pelt it down. Minus 35 on its health. We got a promo in the bag. I think this is going to end up being a kill for the slinger. I like to see that. And what's this barbarian's approach? From the south too, eh? Barbs everywhere, man. You cannot escape these bad boys. The scout, though, you can probably actually do some scouting now. Let's send you off towards the east. Look at my warrior heading towards the west to help out the slinger. Clear out this barb encampment as quick as we can. Looks like the slinger's doing fine, though. It's beating up on this warrior pretty good. We'll try and chase him down. We don't want to let anyone else get the credit for taking out that barbarian. Let's sell the city down. What do we have here? Liverpool. Great spot. Loyalty sitting at straight 0 right now. Happiness level is a big part of that. Because, look, we do have more pressure, but minus 3 from the happiness. I say first thing we build here is a monument because we want to get culture, we want to get loyalty, and both of those things. The city's already got a lot of housing, and look, right here, this horse, oh my goodness, 3 food, 3 production. Down to the south here in London, 20 turns until border growth. You telling me you got a crab over getting these horses? Man, what is this thing thinking? It's absolutely ridiculous, dude. I'm gonna have to spend the money and just buy it out, okay? They don't know what's good for them. And there, from across the river, our slinger defended itself and won. That gave us a few sweet eurekas. Now we've got a boost for archery and for bronze working. So I think irrigation's still the way to go. Huh. We only need a few more turns to actually do that. And when I do the irrigation, man, it's looking like I'm gonna have to actually buy out the builder, which will definitely be worth it, man. Like if we get a builder on the horses, dude, we're gonna be making so much money. This costs 200 gold though. Okay, that's gonna take a little while to get. So we'll go mining. Maybe we'll find out where some iron lives. And if we actually work some iron, that's even better. As Age of Steam Victoria, of course, because we're gonna get a +2 production on that tile. Right? Can't ever forget about that, guys. More housing needed in London. Don't worry, we're gonna be sending a settler out soon, and you won't have to deal with that problem, will ya? Wow, massive buildup of German troops here. Let me see if I can make friends with this guy. He cannot accept. That's a little bit scary. Why can't you accept, dude? Is it because you're gonna try to kill me? Is that why? Anyways, less stressful news. I'm gonna make my way towards this barb encampment. Let's take a look. Oh, okay, I see a slinger cross. Oh, buddy, another barb encampment spawned to the north. That is no good at all. We better deal with this situation here as quick as possible. And look at that, we baited the spearman out of his house. We're gonna take that for that 30 gold. And this slinger's gonna retreat to the woods. That way the spearman can't attack him this turn, but our warrior is kind of surrounded here by barbarians. It's taking a lot of fire, Hey, but it's got a promotion, okay? That's really good news. Let's get our slinger in range of fire. There's one shot. And I guess this warrior is good enough to just chill here. We'll do tortoise to defend against those ranged attacks. Actually, no, battle cry. Give you a little bit more combat strength. And they should be able to survive this, clear these guys out. The question is, how long will it take before you get back and you're able to deal with a barb encampment number 2, okay? Because they be multiplying. Okay, looks like there's some more fighting going down. This slinger can finish this guy off. Wow, our warrior can almost finish off the barbarian slinger in 1 turn. Takes 85 damage on the guy, absolutely unreal. Unfortunately, I've sort of lost sight on what the German army is doing. Hopefully not coming after me. I've got enough issues with barbarians masking at my borders, and barbarians stopping me from getting back too. Oh, no. No, will you be my friend? Still won't be my friend. Okay, things are getting a little bit dicey here, fellas. Regardless, this settler's gonna start heading west. But we need more and better defense. Let me get another slinger out of here in London. We'll send that dude up to Liverpool. Worst case, we'll have to buy out a troop. Don't want to do that. It costs a lot of money. But we gotta defend our guys somehow, right? And I'm really hoping this settler can get somewhere without getting off. Gonna try and get some slinger help to him from around the back. Luckily, this spearman seems to have taken the... Oh, no! The spearman can totally attack me this turn. That might be the end of that slinger's life, man. Might be the end. And there it is. No! Absolute shame, dude. Absolute shame. These barbarians are totally out of hand. I'm gonna have to buy out a warrior right here, right now. This settler is in sort of no man's land. Let's have you skip 1 to... Actually, no, you gotta back off towards London 1 step. And that way you won't be cornered in by a barbarian scout. That would be awful. What's up, young lady? You wanna be my friend? Oh, look at that. Frankfurt's been settled by the Germans up to the north. Maybe he'll want to be my friend now. Strong ally. There we go. We got a friend. We got a friend. So nice to have friends out here, man. Love that. On the west side, let's pull up to their camp in Liverpool. What do I do? What do we do here? Maybe we go after the warrior. Either way, I gotta make sure that I can get down to this settler. Someone's losing loyalty, though. Someone's losing loyalty. It's not good. Will this give me a full victory? Beautiful. 30 gold. I love to see that. Liverpool is losing the smallest amounts of loyalty. Thank goodness we got that monument completed when we did. It's done now. I'm actually going to train a builder in this city. I'm confident that my warrior can hold off against the enemies. Worst case, I'll build another one down in London. The settler, though, frozen. It can't go any further without fear of destruction. And looks like that's what's going to be happening here, man. Absolutely destroyed. Things getting destroyed. I see 2 more warriors coming after me. Very scary. I guess this guy here in Liverpool will just have to hang back, fight off as many dudes as we can, while our warrior to the west heals at least for 1 or 2 turns. Because even if I found a scout right now, I'd be pretty scared about it going head to head with him. Now I think 1 more warrior will do it for us in London. Hopefully we don't have to build too many more of those troops even later on in the game. We got a decent base going.
Thanks for watching, Panda Gang. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to actually pay for Windows, so make sure to subscribe. Peace.